Good evening, guys. Take two. This is. Thank you for joining me in Poetry Corner. I was going to say Topsy Tickle Corner then. Thank you for joining me in Poetry Corner and welcome. And now we're off to Topsy Tickle Town, chapter 54. So let's go over to Topsy Tickle Town, find out what's going off there. When the town shadows start doing their own thing. The shadows are stretching, striking poses and preparing for a bit of mischief. So let's go over there and see if we can get them under control. Here we go, guys. It began, as all fine nonsense does, with a yawn. Not a human yawn, mind you, but a shadow's yawn. So Stumblepants' shadow, bored of endlessly copying him, stretched, cracked its inky knuckles and muttered, "Right, I've done with this being flat," and with a thwop sound it stood up, yes, stood up, three-dimensional moody, and absolutely full of itself. At first nobody noticed, the sun was polite, the sky was humming softly, and Captain Wobbleboots was trying to butter some toast with a spoon. Then Lady Tillytock screamed. Her shadow had just winked at her. "Good heavens!" she shrieked. It has opinions." Indeed it did. Her shadow rolled its dark little eyes and began arranging her tea set perfectly, muttering, "No symmetry, no peace." Within hours all the shadows had gone rogue. The baker's shadow began juggling croissants. The mayor's shadow signed a new laws without permission. A lamppost shadow gathered for a union meeting. "Equal glow time for all," they chanted. Professor Fumblepop's shadow scribbled mathematical nonsense on the wall, pausing only to sign its name, the Dark Thinker. Princess Gigglepants' shadow, however, declared itself lead choreographer of Topsy Tickle Town. It clapped its hands which made no sound, and yet, somehow, the whole town heard it. "Everyone to the square," it boomed. "We're starting a dance crew." By noon the entire town square was shimmered with movement. Humans and shadows stood side by side, well, slightly off angle, but side by side, and the air buzzed with jazzy defiance. "Follow my lead," the Princess Shadow cried. "We move in rhythm, we sway in rebellion, we twirl in glorious unlight." Music burst from nowhere, probably the mischievous wind again. Flutes, drums, and a suspicious funky tuba. The shadows danced, they leapt, rippled and glowed at the edges. Their humans tried to follow, but most fell over, collided, or accidentally hugged lampposts. So Stumblepants spun the wrong way and got tangled in his coat. Lady Tillytock fainted from aesthetic overload. Captain Wobbleboots did a surprising, graceful pirouette and saluted the sky for no reason. It was perfect chaos. Chaos, organised chaos, we say. But as the day wore on, the sun began to sink, and the shadows grew long and thoughtful. Princess Gigglepants smiled and whispered to her shadow, "Will you stay with me when the light fades?" The shadow gave a soft, dark laugh. "Oh, always, but only when you need me. Even wild things have loyalty." As twilight touched the cobbled stones, the shadows bowed, each to their own human counterpart, and gracefully slipped back into peace. For heartbeats, everything was still. The Stumblepants' shadow quietly dabbed just once more for flair, and the whole town applauded. Whee! There you go. You get sound effects too. The old town applauded, and that's the end of that one. Chapter 55 next, guys. Chapter 55, Topsy Tickle Town. The night the stars came down for tea. It's going to be celestial chaos with biscuits and gossip. A real Marites story, no doubt. So here he goes. But first, it's over to Charlotte Edwards' love story in the morning, the day I met him. A love story seen through the eyes of Charlotte. And it's going to be chapter 9, a return and an unspoken word. Edward returns, but not not without shadow, not without longing, and not without truth. Neither of them dared yet to speak. So there you go, guys. Join me tomorrow morning for Sean Edwards' love story, chapter 9. Then we're back off to Topsy Tickletown in the evening for chapter 55. So you lucky people, I'm spoiling you with all these nice stories. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me in Poetry Corner. Because it gets lonely here. There's no one here. There's only, oh, Toffee's gone even. My dog was here, little Toffee, little orange Marmaduke. More, she looks like marmalade, little Toffee. So she's gone now. She deserted me. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me, as I said, and join me for Edward and Charlotte's love story, the day I met him, seen through the eyes and emotions of Charlotte. So, okay, guys, until then, have a very lovely Thursday evening. God bless us all, and stay safe, and join me for the love story continuation, chapter 9, Friday morning, then Topsy Tickletown Friday evening. So there you go, guys, you got something to look forward to there, something to make you smile. There you go, guys, thank you for watching, and bye bye for now. Bye.